Hey guys, this is Manu, Kalia, physical therapist and Ayurveda herbalist. So in this video I'm going to show you guys how to do a mobilization or stretch technique for your upper back, your thoracic spine, especially your upper thoracic and mid-thoracic spine. The thoracic, so cervical spine is your neck, okay, just below that is your thoracic spine, your upper back. So because most of us sit so much and a large number of people tend to be really rounded and stiff through this region from all the sitting we do, okay? So which results in a lot of neck-related issues, shoulder-related problems, and all sorts of stuff. Right? So this is a good technique, and we're going to use a wedge for this to get you moving in those specific joints. Okay. So the wedge, this is kind of what the wedge looks like, and the gully here, the space is where your spinous processes. Those are the pointy things that you feel on your spine are going to sit through. On either side of that is going to be your facets, or the joints between your vertebral body, between the vertebrae. Okay, so we're trying to basically the wedge is going to get them mobilized or move them and stretch those joints out. Okay, it's kind of like this kind of movement taking place in between those specific joints to get them moving. All right. So what we're going to do is we take this wedge, I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to line myself up so I'm rolling right onto, where I fall right into that space there, okay? You might have to move up and down a little bit. So here's the spinous processes. And I'm going to go a little closer so they can see how it sits. So we're going to be right about there, okay? And here's your facet joint. You're going to have to move around a little to find the exact location. So now what I'm going to do is, knees are bent, I'm laying on my back. Now I'm going to support my head, okay? Now I want to keep my elbows, I'm going to bring this arm down so you guys can kind of watch. My elbow is going to be pointing straight at the ceiling there, okay, an angle. Now I'm not gonna, when I lean my weight onto the wedge, okay, I'm not rolling over the wedge like this. You see, if you watch my elbow goes backwards as I roll over the wedge. That's not what we're trying to do here, okay. We're gonna do kind of like a glide at that joint. So my elbow stays pretty much in that line over there, and all I do is I glide, or I lean into it. I lean right into that, okay? Shear, I'm just leaning right into that position, and I hang out there, okay? And I take some deep breaths, so I'm going to feel a little pressure on that spot and some stretching that takes place there. You might even get some clicking and popping sounds as the joints are mobilized, all right? And remember, I don't want you cranking into it, okay? We don't want to irritate those joints either. We want to just stretch and mobilize them. So I lean into it, and I hang out there for about 30 seconds to a minute, nice and easy, and I take some deep breaths there. As I exhale, I sink nice and slow deeper into it. So at every exhalation, I let my body relax and I'm leaning onto that wedge. So if my both hands were there, I'd basically be in this kind of position here, and I would just be leaning into it, nice and easy. I hang out there. Now remember, so you're gonna stay there for about 30 seconds to a minute in one spot, then you might decide you want to move a little bit lower, a little bit higher to the next location, okay? And we'll repeat the process again, and then we're gonna go again into that position there. And we're gonna stretch, 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 okay? I don't want you to go above the shoulders, okay? We don't want the wedge on the neck. That's no good, that's not comfortable. Okay, we're targeting just your upper back, your thoracic spine, okay? Specifically, that CT junction area just below that. CT junction is the meeting point of your neck, your cervical spine, and your thoracic spine. It's usually that big bump back there. So we want to stay just a little below that, okay? So just to stay safe. So the upper thoracic spine is what we're trying to mobilize through there, okay? So I'll be going right down there, and I hang out and I stretch, stretch. But be careful, okay, with your neck. That's why we use your arms to support your neck, okay? So, as I said, very important, don't crank on those spots, okay? And very gentle, okay? Hang out 30 seconds to a minute, deep breathing, relaxing into it so you get those tissues stretched out and moving. You might have some trigger points, some tender points along the spine too, which is okay, all right? And don't overdo it, you're gonna be sore. So, every other day, and depending how sore you get. Okay, so as I said, we use this wedge right here. Works pretty good, and hope you found that helpful. And make sure to click on the link below. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks.